Stay picking Levi. Merchant Association boss, the head of the Merchant Association that does business in Trost District. Thanks to his privileged position, he is able to take a high-handed attitude with not only regular citizens, but soldiers as well. You shut up. Will I ever have enough for new things? Probably not. Talk to me. Ultra hard steel, a material that is both strong yet flexible. It is currently the only material currently known to be able to cut through Titan flesh. The single-edged blades forged from the material and folded using a special process are widely known as anti-Titan weapons. Ultra hard steel can only be refined in specific cities that hold blast furnaces. Also, small amounts of various rare metals must be used in the foraging process, but only a small handful of people know what these metals and their proportions are. Monkey boy. Are they dead? Yeah. Now what? Who is that? No one important. Oh, you're a citizen, that's why. Yep. Not important. Get Levi'd. What the hell? Come on, dude. Kill the damn thing. Jesus. Hannes, you suck. Where'd he go? There he is. Y'all just shooting bitches? Okay. Yeah, Levi, dang, oh snap. Let's see, I got gas, 3, I'm full. Don't kill them. Alright. Oh god. Oh no. Weaklings are in trouble. Did I kill it? Got him. Not yet. Don't go there. No. Oh Lord. How long? I literally just started. Like, hasn't even been 10 minutes yet, so you're fine. Like, it has not been that long. Literally just... Like, this is the only mission I started, so you're fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna lie, when I came home, I also fell asleep. I was knocked out. I don't know what happened, I was just exhausted. You would think I came from like an hour-long, like hourly long shift or something. Like just non-stop working. Not what I wanted, but okay. You can turn it on. Yeah, sure. Oh. Before you went to sleep, did you watch any more of the trial, or just went back, or did you like just go to bed the minute you got home? Same. I did the same thing. Like I got home like around, let's see, I always get like at 4 o'clock. Yeah, pretty much 4 o'clock. I fell asleep, woke up at like maybe I fell asleep, woke up maybe around like 6 or 7, stayed in bed, and then like literally an hour ago I ate some food. I don't know what happened to me. I think it's because I stayed up too late. I stay up late so many times. Usually, because like I don't really get that tired, but like when I stay up like super late, eventually I guess it catches up to me and I end up just getting knocked out. Special. Wait a minute. I already read that before. Hanji Zoe, section commander in the Scout Regiment, both excellent in combat and highly intelligent. Hanji acts as Erwin's brain, extremely interested in capturing and researching Titans, which can often lead to disagreements with Erwin. Though normally a talented commander, Hanji's interest in Titans will occasionally run wild, an endless source of concern for Hanji's right-hand subordinate, Moblet. Hanji is insane. Like there's one episode where they actually managed to capture 2 Titans, and as she's like messing with it, it almost eats her leg, and she backs away and just laughs, and she's like, haha, you almost got me there. Like, everyone's like, are you insane? But she can be pretty smart sometimes, and kind of creepy. She's pretty much that like mad scientist type. Jesus. Air Ray. Try to make sure these fools don't do anything crazy. Mina? Oh yeah. I was like, who was Mina? Oh god. Don't mention it. Dang it, they're in trouble. Hang on, guys, I'm coming. Y'all gotta learn how to stay close to me. Jesus. Oh, go ahead and get you some food. It's alright, I'm not going anywhere. Go ahead, eat you some food. I don't know how you run things in your household, eat at the table with everybody or just eat in your room, but go ahead and get you something to eat. Food is good. Gotta get the nutrition. Or die, which we don't want. Aaron, where are you? Come on. Alright, where's my horse? Oh no. They're in trouble. Run, 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 run. You know what? Screw that. Hurry up. I need to save them before it is too late. Put him down. Let's roll. Bitch. Oh, I'm not going way over there. Okay. Hurry up and refuel, hurry up. Oh yeah, I forgot. Someone over there. Dear Lordy Jesus. I'm trying to prevent these fools from dying. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, snap. Okay, they arrived. Cool. Tell this person. Huh? I'm coming. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I kill it? Okay, awesome. No! I hate these protect people missions. He says as he's constantly trying to protect these people. You know, I forgot I have food in front of me. Now it's cold. I'll still eat it though. That was great. Training grounds, training locations for the Cadet Corps that contain posture control training facilities used to introduce soldiers to omnidirectional mobility, as well as level fields used for close quarters combat training. They also contain the barracks where cadets live together. Yo, what that feel like? Damn. Ow. Let's do it. Eilis or whatever that is, whoever he pronounced the name. I'm gonna say Else's. No, Elise? Whatever. Elise's notebook. A notebook left behind by Scout Regiment soldier Elise Langnar, who died during the 34th expedition beyond the walls. It contains notes detailing her encounter with a Titan up until the moment of her death. Her notes state that she and the Titan were able to understand one another, but their authenticity is uncertain. Oh, welcome back. I remember this episode. I remember this OVA. Chick up on riding as her head was being eaten. Wild. Oh no, not this. Welcome back. Was your food good? I bet it was. Or not, unless you ate something like truly gross. Unless you ate something I couldn't even begin to fathom. So you gonna come over here and just like talking to me, telling me how to pronounce things after you've been gone for so long? You got some nerve, human. But whatever. It's like boxed spaghetti. I'll let it slide. I like spaghetti. Spaghetti is great. Who is that? Oh, it's him. Yeet. Hey. That was savage. I just killed all y'all. The base is being attacked. Yep, I did it. I killed Angie. Damn. Where is it? Am I flying past it? There it is. That was savage. I just killed all of y'all. I know. I'm glad I get to be the title of best friend. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Truly do. Not many people. The fact that so many people put up with me is amazing. Oh snap. I didn't even see your signal for help. Go. No wonder I had so many like pathetic people in my party. Cause I wasn't helping the real ones. I'm here though. Not him. Dude, I'm trying my best. Oh. I didn't see your signal for help. I didn't. I was like flying through the thing and I saw his little green thing nearly over. I was like, oh snap. I didn't help you. Don't put me in like an apocalyptic anime, I'm telling you. I'd be terrible with my teammates. I'd be like, oh snap, I did not know you were dying. I'm sorry. I'd be a cool soldier though. Lay off. Just, you, give me a leg. Oh snap. I didn't even need that. Dang it. Whatever. Don't go to him. Go to the other ones. I really would be good comic relief in like a dire situation like this. I'd have a quota with me and be like, hey guys, who do you think's gonna die next? Did he get back up? Why are they regenerating so fast? That's a lot of suppliers. Yeah, he is back up. I don't like that. Stay down. Alright. My neck. Just tell us the truth. Yeah, you're right. There were trapdoors, and there was a secret hatch. But I didn't use them. I used my magic. Himiko, you're friggin' precious. I would die for Himiko too. You know, okay, so I have a friend who I talk to. She's an online friend of mine, and she adores Himiko, like, to no end. Like, Himiko is honestly is her favorite female. And me and her were on Instagram, and we both follow the same page. It's pretty much where everyone, you know, posts like confessions that they have, like Danganronpa confessions, that kind of thing. And one person was like, let's be real, they said that Himiko was like a really boring character, and I was like, hold up now, what you not finna say? And then my friend was like, exactly, what you not finna say? It's them's fighting words, okay? Call my Himiko boring. Oh snap. Jesus Christ, man. You know, just kill it. Ugh. I got tired of it. Female Titan, a Titan with a body that resembles a feminine human, encountered by the Scout Regiment during the 57th Expedition Beyond the Walls. It runs at a faster pace than the other Titans, and has the ability to harden specific parts of its body in order to defend against bladed attacks. But yeah, I was like, who on earth? I mean, I guess I guess I could see why someone would dislike Himiko. Cause, you know, she's always sleepy, she can come off as plain, but honestly I love Himiko. I mean, she gets developed, she gets arc, she gets redemption, she gets a character arc. Literally, this is it. We are in her character arc right now. Like chapter 3 is her character arc. That's not really a spoiler, that's just pretty obvious. She gonna get some confidence boost from not a confidence boost, but she gonna feel a lot better about herself. Let me see. There's yeah, she gets some good development. Like when you see it, you'll be like, oh, she's trying. It'll be so cute. Like, okay, so like I told you before, in Danganronpa, you get special events. Like I'm pretty sure Weeby had the man's nut, so she was able to do that little fan service thing where all the girls at the place. But there's other things. There's another thing you can do, and Weeby has the item for it, so she'll be able to do it, and it's pretty much like it's gonna be a small event, and the characters in the said event are gonna be not Kokichi, Suichi, Himiko, and Gonta. All of them are gonna be like in the little event, and it's really cute. I love it. I see a lot of like those confessions be intense sometimes. Like some of those confessions, I feel like they be trying to start fights with people in the fan base, high key. Where's my charger? It's way over there. Sorry, left to get my charger. Then, right after that, I left the room and got juice. But anyway, as I was saying, back on my topic with like how some of those confessions be like trying to start fights. Man, listen, okay, here's how I view things. For example, like based on what I'm gonna say, you probably can put together what this topic gonna be on. So, like in the friggin' series, people, in any series, I should say, people like to ship. Okay, people really do, and like, so people be saying things like, let's jump to. Let's use Danganronpa 2 as an example. I still follow that page because some confessions be hilarious and some are stupid and others are just like, you trying to trigger me. So in one of them, there's one where it's like, who was this? Oh, there's one confession I saw where it said, "What is wrong with you people? Why would you even think about shipping Kamida and Hajime? Like, as y'all can see, it's clear as day that friggin' Hajime hates him and this and that." Yeah, that goes with the one I saw today. It said, let's get something that y'all seen enough to know. Y'all can't be doing this. Y'all can't be shipping these ships. You guys can't ship, you guys cannot ship Nagito and Hajime, because if you guys pay attention to the canon story, you know that Hajime hates Kamida. He hates him. And then they were like, also, they said Toko isn't lesbian, okay? And then they said things like, other thing you guys need to know is that, like, oh, what else they said? They said Tenko is a stalker, okay? Then they said, also, have y'all forgotten that Suichi hates Kokichi as well? And then I was like, listen. I didn't respond to them, but to myself, I was like, listen. One, and some people in the comment section agree with me too on this. They were like, they said, okay, for one thing, you say Toko ain't no lesbian, but Toko said some pretty exquisite things. Okay, she says a lot of things that aren't pretty, like Toko says a lot. Then there's also kill 5 Titans. Toko says a lot of things that are pretty much oof. Then after that happens, there was also one where they said, trying to remember what else they said. Okay, I was like, Tenko is not a stalker. Like, since when has she been a stalker? Tenko just loves Himiko, like, a lot. Nowhere has Tenko come off as a stalker. I wouldn't even go on the lines to say that Tenko comes off as creepy. Tenko just comes off as like an obsessed fangirl, if anything, because she just like completely loves Himiko and believes everything she says about her magic. And then Shuichi does not hate Kokichi at all. I don't know where you fools got that from. Cause if y'all pay attention to the canon story, you would know that Shuichi, for the out of anybody in the entire cast for V3, Shuichi wants to understand Kokichi. Like he wants to he wants to understand him. Heck, during the like how we have island mode, and school mode, V3 has a thing called what's it called? Salmon mode. And if you hang out with Kokichi and do his ending for it, Saihara's like, he hopes to understand Kokichi a lot better, wants to get closer to him. So maybe one day, instead of getting lies, he'll hear like a truth from him and that kind of thing. I was like, you see, I love that. That's true, I guess. I guess you're right there. But sometimes people just some people in certain fandoms start thinking that just because we ship certain things, we trying to force characters to be like, Like some people be having an argument about, is Kokichi, canonly gay? Due to how, like, you know, how no, you ate him! But, some people are like, people have arguments about Kokichi's sexuality, being like, is he canonly gay? Some say he was bi. Some say he was gay. Me personally, I don't really care about sexuality unless it's legit mentioned by like the legit series or the guy who made it. I don't care. But they make it. But also, if they make it like apparent enough, like if they're dropping hints of what their preferences are, then fine. I'll take that. But if there's like no hints whatsoever, I won't say anything, and I won't really care. Because honestly, it's all shipping at the end of the day. People these days, we be shipping gay characters with a whole female. It's fine. Exactly, might as well call all. If anyone's a stalker, freaking Sonya called Kazuichi one, because he was just he was always trying to get along with her. And then one more thing. Oh, then there's the Hajime hates Kamaida type thing. All right, Hajime hating Kamaida. I don't want to say that Hajime legit, like, outright hated him. From my perspective, I'd say he was uncomfortable. Cause like, at first, Hajime was like, yo, we could have been good friends, but then, you know, the hope and despair talk started happening. And then, you know, they're like, I mean, sure, he seemed like annoyed whenever he came on this, like, whenever he got on screen. He's like, what do you want, Nagito? And it's like, plus, come on now, we all know that he did not hate him. I can't say he hated him because, like, okay, so, as I told you, Danganronpa 3 is like a sequel to the Danganronpa 2 story, that kind of thing. And there is an episode, it's called Danganronpa point something. And it's an episode that's it's an entire episode. It's an entire special episode solely based on Nagito. and his perspective on like talent and stuff like that. It's pretty much like his own episode. And he's in, and this is when he's dead, of course, and he's inside that little, he's in his little coma, because all the characters are in a coma. Nagito's in his coma, and Hajime helps him out. And I thought it was cute when they did that, because, so if you remember, when in the second game, when you first started up, when Hajime's laying down, and Nagito was just like laying above him, and well, not laying above him, but sitting above him, and he's like, "Hey, are you alright? Can you hear me?" I was like, okay. In the anime, once Nagito dies in his little virtual world that he's in, he dies. And after he dies, when he opens his eyes, Hajime is like sitting above him the same way Nagito was for him. And I thought that was like really cute. And then also like Hajime was smiling because he was happy to see him up. And I was like, see, he doesn't really hate him. Nagito is just weird. Look, they're all problematic at the end of the day. I love my problematic characters. I'm a sucker for them. I always be thinking like there's more to them than what they put on. Kokichi and Nagito are just misunderstood. And I can tell sometimes with this friggin' fandom I'm in. Some people mainly just use them for memes. But like I like to look at them from an analytical point of view sometimes. Like they're really well written characters. No. Yeah, so it's all just discomfort in the end. That's all it is. They just feel uncomfortable. Well, in Shuichi's case, I wouldn't really say he was uncomfortable with I wouldn't say he was uncomfortable with Kokichi. Sometimes we get annoyed, but like I said, for the most part, Shuichi really wants to understand Kokichi better. But Kokichi's like, I want to say Kokichi's pushing him away. No, he was. Yeah, Kokichi was pretty much pushing him away. You know, I'll say it. This isn't really a spoiler, but this isn't really is it really a spoiler? Will it count as one? I'll just say it. In Kokichi's room, he has a blackboard or whiteboard really, and on that board it's a picture of all the students' faces, and then he has Suichi's face with a circle around it, and then he has the word trustworthy with a question mark next to it, because he was contemplating if he can trust Suichi or not. Huh. Why are you doing this, Suichi? Are you still running away from the truth? I don't know if the truth is Kaede. I don't know. Kaede, I love you. I'll never forget when Kaede was like first seen was like in her characterization. You know what, Urza? I'll ask you. This is a big debate. This is a big 50-50 output. Now, I'm gonna tell you up front. Me and Weeby, we are Saimatsu trash. We will ship Kaede and Suichi until the day we die. Alright? But a lot of people will say that during, as you saw in chapter 1, how Suichi and Kaede were getting close, a lot of people will say that their relationship was forced. What are your thoughts on that? Get up there. Huh? Oh. Don't kill him. Know your place, worm. Okay, alright, fair enough, neutral. Fair enough. I honestly didn't see it as not neutral. I honestly didn't see it as forced. I thought it was nice. I mean, like, Kaede was trying to help Suichi. It was clear as day. It was clear as day that Suichi had no confidence in himself. And I think even Kaede mentioned that, like, a detective, you should have more confidence in yourself, and that kind of thing. Who cares if you're just an apprentice? And, you know, Suichi's always been like, I'm scared to learn the truth, because ever since he solved that case, he saw, like, how the culprit that he got gave him that like look of hatred. And like, you know, Kaede was trying to help him get some confidence. Don't run from the truth. And that kind of thing. And then like when she became, when like it was being, and she peeped on it. She peeped on Shuichi, you know, hiding from the truth, because during the first trial, Shuichi was silent because, well, he already pointed everything out. Yeah, exactly. Like, she wanted to be confident, and then like when Shuichi was silent during the trial, it's because he had already figured out literally what had happened. He already figured everything out, but he just didn't want to, like, you know, believe it. And Kaede was like, "What are you doing, Shuichi?" So, you know, she was telling him, "Don't run from the truth. You have to do this." And then like when, and like after he, you know, once he went through with the truth, and Kaede got executed, Shuichi was gonna be like in a state of depression, that kind of thing. And that's when Kaido stepped in. Despite me disliking Kaido, he was, you know, he wanted Shuichi to like, hey, don't do this. Like, would Kaede want this? That kind of thing. And he was giving Shuichi that confidence boost. Speaking of Shuichi, alright, I know you're not done with the game, but you're not done watching Weeby, but when you're finished watching Weeby, I want you to answer this question. Heck, you can answer it right now if you want to, because your opinion may change. Who is the better detective? Shuichi or Kyoko? My brother says Shuichi is the better detective. He likes Shuichi better. No problem. Uh-oh. Where are you going? You're biased. That's fine. It's fine to be biased. I don't care. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Time for me to open my heart again. Honestly, it's cool to be biased. You know what? Oh, here we go. Heart time. Heartfelt time. Wholesome time. Honestly, I truly am glad. Like, I truly am glad. Makes me really happy that, you know, despite, you already know, I talk about Danganronpa a lot. I talk about anime in general a lot. And then, you know, I had the opportunity to, like, you know, bring you in to the Danganronpa fandom, so to speak. And I'm glad that you actually enjoyed. I'm glad you actually enjoyed enjoying the story. I'm glad you liked it as much as you did. It makes me happy because, you know, like I feel like really happy knowing that I can talk to someone about this and actually hear their thoughts on it without having to and not even getting into not even like an argument standpoint or debate standpoint, more so just like casual conversation standpoints. And if anything does become like an argument or whatever, I ain't gotta worry about like nothing getting out of hand. It's just like a normal talk solely on opinions, nothing toxic, just two friends who like the same thing giving their opinions on things. Like you said, you're biased with Suichi, you like him better. I ain't gonna lie, I like Kyoko. Kyoko was on top of everything. Kyoko was a badass. Oh snap. Smoke signal. Miniature handguns that are able to fire signal flares using gunpowder as a propellant. Small tubes holding the signal flares inside are swapped out for each individual shot. Different colors indicate different messages. For example, red indicates that a Titan has been spotted, green indicates that the formation should move forward, and black indicates that an abnormal has been spotted. Yeah, you don't want those abnormals. I can't stand them. I will always check. Clean up duty. I'm gonna clean these insects. I'm gonna clean these fools. Plague. That's good. I swear, every time you say that, every time you be like Tumblr, I'd be like, oh my god, please don't get spoiled, please. I don't need this. But I'm glad you like the series. I love it. Clean up duty. Let's do it. Where am I? Oh. Where they at? Hang on. At least you're being cautious. That's good. That's all. That's important. Keep your guard up. Speaking of, like, okay, back on the topic with Shuichi and his, you know, stuff. I ain't gonna lie. So once, like, we all know Kaede played like a pretty big impact. I feel like it's like mainly Kaido and Kaede had like big impacts on Shuichi's character. And I guess Maki kinda does too, cause Maki sometimes talks to Shuichi about things. But I feel like it's mainly more so Kaido and Kaede. But like, I love Kurumi. I truly do. But I was not cool. She ain't had to pull the Kaede card. Cause she was trying to make everybody friggin' vote for somebody else. Cause so she could, like, you know, go in, take care of the country. But it's just like, she was like, I'm doing this for Kaede as well. Like, listen here, you doing the wrong thing. You playing the Kaede card. Don't mess with his emotions like that. Whoa, he popped the roof. How'd you even get on the roof in the first place? Wait! I just peeped that. Yo, small mind. How'd you even get up there? Instant transmission. Dang, I thought I destroyed the building. these Titans still got a ways to go. Oh, Ryoma, I love you. Truly underrated. Remember, the rules say you can't go into the gym at night. Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know. That was probably one of the funniest things Kaido could have ever said. Move! Just die. Just disappear. Jesus. Get yeeted. Filthy creatures. No! You're welcome. Whoa. Give me stuff. Thanks. True. Like I get what she was doing. It was her last resort for, like, you know. She was in the situation of it's these guys or the entire nation. So she was like, of course I'm sacrificing these guys. So I understand her little manipulation tactic, but still I was like, listen here. But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it? Haha. Ah, yes. Urza tomorrow, there is the video I found on Instagram. I have to show it to you tomorrow. Like, I need to show it to you. Like I literally just remembered it. I was like, dang it, I was supposed to show Urza that video. Cause I thought of it today. Cause I found it like real early this morning. Like, I found it like real early. And I totally forgot. That other video I found overshadowed it. The one with the screaming Loli drinking her drink. Yes. It's a funny video. It's pretty funny. It's super funny. I was like, yep. It's pretty much. I'll give it a short. I'll define it in a simple. I'll define it with a simple sentence. It's literally the nutshell relationship between Maki and Kokichi. It's their relationship in a nutshell. P.S. I hear it is supposed to be like soup. I hear it's supposed to not super, but I hear it's supposed to be cold again tomorrow. So, Jesus Christ. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, you'll like it. Leave him for last. Oh, they're both on the same side. Never mind. You don't have the strength of the command. You better follow orders. A distress signal. We already finna finish, but I'll help you. Oh crap! Not gonna make it. Try it again. You do. Now let's finish this. That's right, fear mankind, for our Lord and Savior will come after you. And that's me. I ain't talking about Levi. Another petty thing to say. We were already ready to finish, but I'll help you. He says as if, like, more enemies can't show up. Lord, I believe. Savior, no. If anything, you be the one that brings us all to annihilation. Very true. Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 99% inspiration and 92% perspiration. But I guess the mind needs 100% inspiration. Friggin' Miyu. She said the culprit used the rope and swung to the other side of the window, like Tarzan. The culprit did that, and they can get into the gym without being detected. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth. And then Tsumugi, Tarzan? Her reaction to that was so delayed. I loved it. It's okay. It's okay, Kaito, to be idiot. Yes, it's fine to be idiot. Stop calling me an idiot. Hurts my feelings. Listen, Kaito, I could care less about your feelings. Yeet! Alright, let's go. Shut up. Let's go. She really is. She just stay asking for Kikichi to, like, just step on me. Colossal Titan, a Titan that suddenly appeared in the year 1845 at the outer wall of Shigansha district, shortly before destroying it. It was far larger than any Titan humanity had seen at that point, and it was so tall that its head could be seen peeking above the top of the wall. However, its movements are slower than the standard Titans. The destruction of Shigansha district's walls at the hands of this Titan, together with the armored Titan, forced humanity to abandon Wall Maria. Oh crap. I swear, like, Miyu, who else? Toko, they get off to being bullied, I swear. Ah, but told of all teammates, why does it have to be you? I can't stand you. I hate you so much. And literally for no reason either. I just dislike you. Giddy up, the horse. Yeehaw, little doggy. Let's go. What the fuck that? Alright. Little Patty Walker hitting face the bean gun. Let's go. Dingus. Yeah, Toko's used to it. That was literally her entire life. We saw her free time events. But Miyu, okay, so I remember when V3 first came out, some people, like, I like Miyu. Well, you know, I'm fine with Miyu. I was gonna say, like, her personality, like, she comes, like, she's got that giant ego, but, like, the minute you talk back to her, she becomes all wimpy and stuff. I don't know what the girl wants. You know, Miyu is just a thought. Okay. How'd you see me? I was behind the... Alright. Whoa, whoa, he coming for us. Bertolt, I'd like you to finish any day now, please. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We die. Let's go, horse. Huh? That's right, your teammates are right there. Let's do this. Come on. Get up there. It's okay, you pathetic titans. You don't have to wonder where your god is. He's right here. And he's fresh out of mercy. In fact, because you know that is. Last time I got asked that, I said, what is such a foolish concept? Do you honestly believe that someone like me would want to believe in something as mercy? Those who get in my way must be eradicated. It's as simple as that. Honestly, a human should know these things. It's like a mastermind right now. That's true. And I don't know which chapter it was. I don't remember which chapter it was. I really did not remember what chapter it was, but I do know Miyu got her hands on Kibo. Miyu got her hands on him. She said, just the tip is fine. That's my favorite one. I love that. That's my favorite one-liner of hers. Just the tip is fine. Whoa. Whoa. The art they did for that scene was amazing. Yeah, I knew it was chapter 3. I knew it had to be like chapter 2 or 3. But yeah, that scene was great. I love that scene. You'll never get to the top. Gotta get past me. We all know. I'll knock you right off the... I'll send you crashing right back down to earth. Must have heard that. Never heard of that special... Never heard of that one story? Come on now. Story of a man who created wings. Believed he could fly so high he could touch the sun, and once he tried, his wings melted, he came crashing back down to earth. That very story shows just how pathetic the human mind can be sometimes. Yes, humanity can dream big, but sometimes they just don't realize just some dreams can never be accomplished, no matter how hard you try. 'Tis the harsh reality of the world we live in. I mean, look at me. I'm awesome. I mean, come on. When an ant walks up to a dinosaur, who's gonna become victorious in the little scuffle, I wonder? It's all a matter of, it all comes back down to the main topic of survival of the fittest. The weak scuffle for survival, while the strong eat them. Kits Warren Man, captain of the garrison regiment assigned to the Trost district. While a dedicated soldier, he is sensitive and timid. When Aaron's ability to transform into a Titan is discovered, he declares Aaron a threat to humanity and attempts to have him eliminated, but he is stopped by pixies. Oh, thank you. Use that for dialogue? You got it. I would totally incorporate that into something. If not a Danganronpa story, then I definitely incorporate in, like, another one. Most definitely. Like that one time. Like, at that one time where I told you, like, there was a story I was writing, and, there's, like, one character where it's pretty much like a... You can define that as like everyone for themselves kind of thing. It was that one story where like this girl comes to this city of magic, the Citadel, and she wants to find the sacred star, but the star was shattered into like 10 pieces, and you have to gather all the 10 pieces so you can rebuild it. And the star can like get you incredible power, grant wishes, that kind of thing. And as I told you, there's one character who's like a villain, you know? He's like an antagonist. He's like super OP as well. And I told you before, he doesn't care about anything. Like, even if he loses a fight or something like that, he just simply brushes it off and it doesn't affect him whatsoever. He's always calm no matter what the situation is. He's always seen having a very smug attitude. He's always seen with a smug attitude. However, like, he used to be a part of the government, which is Mystic X, is what it's called. he used to be a part of that government organization, but they found out that he was plotting some things behind the scenes. They tried to get him killed, and he was exiled from the government, and he's wanted. So, you know, he's also helping the heroes, but he plans on betraying the heroes eventually so he can get the star for himself. And, that kind of thing. And also, when he was in the government, he was a part of the elites, which is like a group of... He was part of the elite force, which is like a group of, yeah, of course, the elites, like the strongest members of the government. And he, there are two members. There are two members in the elites who he just can't stand. Like I said, he's always smug and confident. When it comes to these two people, he's always like on guard because one of them he just doesn't like in general, and then the second one is a character that like is very similar to him, if not better, because the guy he hates is truly unpredictable. Like, he's like, I define him more so as not a man-child, but like a ticking time bomb. You never know what he's going to do. He's a wild card. You never know what he's going to do. But yeah, the antagonist in that, he's just playing everything like a game of chess. He makes a move and he'll wait for whatever side to do, and then he'll make his moves. No matter who he helps, he has it calculated to where like he'll get the upper hand in the end. So no matter who wins, he'll be able to like swipe their victory right from their feet. Like I mentioned once, I want the story would have like two endings. Like, for example, the first ending would be like the heroes fight him. No, he wins. Like, he wins. And that kind of thing. And then the second part, and then that would be like a random ending I came up with where he wins and, you know, he rules the world. And then the actual ending, he loses, but they don't kill him. Instead, he flees. And when he flees, of course, he isn't like mad. He isn't mad or anything, because in the end, he can still win. He counts it as a win as well, because once our heroes, of course, defeat him and stuff like that, they get the star is, you know, rebuilt to its glory, you know. And eventually, like a post-credit type thing, he manages to get his hands on it, and he's able to make the wish he wants. Like, he doesn't care. Like I told you before. Oh yeah, now I remember. I did tell you this. It was when he wants the star so he can make a wish to figure out who created it. Like, if a powerful item like this, where did it come from? Who made it? And he wants to find out he wants to find the creator of the star and challenge them to a fight, because he wants to test and see if his power, because he's very confident in his strength, he wants to test and see if his power is equal to that of like a deity. He wishes to test himself. World domination, other people, doesn't matter. He merely wants to just test his own strength. Mikasa Ackerman, a rare individual who is, in part, descended from the Asian clan. Her life was saved by Eren as a child when both of her parents were killed by bandits. Since that day, she refuses to leave Eren's side and joins the 104th Cadet Corps with him, where she makes full use of her hidden talents to graduate at the top of her class. Eren is the only family she has left, and absolutely everything she does is in order to protect him. She generally does not express her emotions and almost always stays calm, even in dangerous situations, but she has been known to lose control and go berserk when Eren is involved. Let's go. Oh, return of this bitch. Is that her over there? Hey, Mikasa. That was the most chaotic neutral character you ever heard? Oh, thank you. That's pretty much what he is. Like everything pretty much is for his own amusement at the end of the day. Like this whole like three-way battle between himself, between him, but he does, I don't want to say he cares, but he does have a comrade that works with him, and he doesn't treat her with respect. It's more so the fact that he values her, and he likes messing with her too. Like, cause she has very hot temper, and he's always like coming at her because of her temper, like always saying like she needs to cool down and things like that. Cause it's like him messing with like the fact that she has like fire magic, so it's always like you need to cool your temper and that kind of thing. And she honestly can't stand him, but she sticks around anyway. Because why not? He makes things interesting. Like she doesn't get bored, that kind of thing. So he sticks. So she works for them. She won't ever fight him or anything, because she knows that if she fought him one-on-one, she wouldn't stand a chance. She'd die. But if they did fight, he wouldn't kill her unless he had like a legit reason to. Like, for example, she's like getting in the way of like his plans or something. Oh, thanks. I feel you make. I'm gonna. You make it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Like, I kid you not, when it comes to villains and stuff like that, I be going in with the villains. Like, I love writing me some interesting villains, man. And then for like the very first story I wrote, the one I mentioned before, and I said like it's being in a process of being rewritten for the darn near 100th time. Thank you. I hope I make a successful one day. But with the very first story I ever written, which is being, you know, in the processes of rewriting once again, I was gonna have it get like a collection. There were gonna be some side stories into it. Think of the side stories pretty much as like, you know, filler, you know. And there was this one villain I was going to introduce, and she pretty much was gonna call herself like the mother of humanity. That's what she calls herself. She calls herself the mother of humanity, simply because she views the world as a very dangerous place, and she says everyone on it are her children. And the fact that this world is like so, you know, corrupt and vile, she can't stand it. She doesn't like seeing any of her children, quote unquote children, in pain. It just breaks her heart. So she decides to quote unquote, save her children. Now, how she goes about doing this is pretty much that she gives her children a painless death. That way, when they die, they're being sent to the afterlife, where they'll be able to, like, be free from harm, never to be hurt again. It's her ultimate, it's pretty much like her way of giving them salvation, closure, so to speak. And like, she goes around. I can figure out her powers though. I only figured out like that was gonna be the whole plot. Like, she just goes around like just murdering people, calling it saving them, cause she crazy. Come on, Levi, get up there. Get his neck already. You know what? Let's get his legs. There we go. All y'all like in one square triangle. I love it. Come here. Hey guys. And then, for that same story, another thing that was gonna happen with it is, you know, main hero, like I said, he's the reincarnation of a legendary warrior who, you know, saved the world 400 years ago. And like, think of, let's see, yeah. So like, little recap on like 400 years ago. There's a legendary warrior named Raiden. He was known for like his incredible power, his pure heart, all that kind of stuff. Righteous. So one day he just gets consumed by negative energy, and it's going to corrupt him. So in order to like to try and purge himself of this, he decides to just like try to exercise the negative energy out of him. So when he does this, the negative energy is just too much. So it takes a physical form. And upon doing this, it creates like his evil counterpart, which is known as the Dark Lord, who is responsible for creating like even more demons to corrupt the world we live on. Dang, he grabbed me. But they have a very powerful fight. Scars the very planet itself. And well, not powerful fight, an intense fight. Scars the very land. And you know, then we jump years ahead. Our main character is born. He finds out he has powers. And he has to go on a journey to stop the Dark Lord from being resurrected because he was sealed away instead of being killed because he was just too powerful. And of course, things go on. His only family is his little sister. His little sister is the only family he has. His parents died at a young age. His parents died shortly after she was born. And so he's very protective of her. In fact, his sister is his biggest weakness, which of course the main 3 villains, who are all like a part of the Dark Lord, he split his soul into some pieces, and these pieces took physical form, and they all have wills of their own. And they all have wills of their own, and their goals are to resurrect their master. And of course they figure out, yo, his sister is his biggest weakness, so eventually they start trying to like exploit that. Okay, the caged child's... Alright, that's an interesting theory. Very interesting. Heck, knowing Angie, that's some... The suicide thing, that's some stuff what them crazy religious fools would do. On some Outlast type stuff. And then, you know, stuff later happens in the story, and eventually, main character's little sister, she has some powers of her own, and her powers are quite interesting because they're these items called the spirit gems. There are 7 in total. All right, and their goal is to gather all 7 of them. So, when her power is unlocked, the antagonist, they realize her power is very similar to that of the spirit gems. Plus, the main character's sister could always sense them, and it's like, how can this be? How can this human child have this kind of power? Oh shit! And that's when they realize she has the power of the spirit gems, like within her, she wasn't born with the power. It was more so they realized it was given to her. But like, how? And that is when our main character, he eventually goes to the spirit world. And while he's there, who does he meet? Lo and behold, he meets his parents. His parents, when they were born, not when they were born, when he was born, their parents knew. Like, his parents know of magic and stuff like that. And they knew that he was the reincarnation of Raiden. They knew their child. They knew their son had this power. Yes, I did tell you about this. I know. Yeah, I told you about this. We're getting some more death in that. But he goes to the spirit world and he sees his family there, and he was always told your parents died in an accident when you were born. But that really wasn't the case. You see, when they found out that their son was like the reincarnation of Raiden, they knew that at some point he was gonna have to, like, you know, go through like an intense trial in his life. So, and they also knew that, like, they wanted to give his sister some way to help him, like help your brother out in these dark times. So the parents both they do a spell, and this is like a forbidden spell where they bless some of the power of the spirit gems onto another person. This spell is very dangerous because it takes a great deal of life energy to do so. So of course they did it, and their bodies were sent to the spirit world. And so they didn't die. They didn't die in an accident. They sacrificed themselves in order to help him, in a way, to help him in his journey. Your sister will help you. So it's like, that really hurt. And he gets to have like one final talk with them, and they'd say, tell your sister we love her, that kind of thing. But of course, they're not really like gone forever, so they could see each other, so he could come back and see them again. I don't know how I'll do that yet, because usually sometimes I don't know how I'll do that yet. I don't know if I have it like he can visit them. Sometimes they can talk, like, but he can only visit them temporarily. Like, he can't stay for a long period of time and just have a like nice long conversation. Or maybe like he goes and sees them, and then like that's like the last time he sees them again. I don't know yet. I'll see. And then eventually his sister gets kidnapped, because the villains are like, we no longer need the spirit gems. It's pointless to have something like that. So they decide to kidnap his sister and use her as like what they need to bring the Dark Lord back. And of course they succeed in doing so. They kidnap her, they perform the ritual, and his sister is used as the sacrifice. Almost similar, think of it, it's almost similar to like in Teen Titans when Raven was the portal for her father to return. Kind of similar to that aspect. And so the Dark Lord's resurrected. The entire world is going to mayhem. Like, everything is just like falling apart. Main character gets wrecked. Like, he gets wrecked big time because he just can't focus because he's completely lost his spirit because his sister's gone. So he literally can't do anything. And this will be like the first time in the series. This will be like the first time in the story where like he's like completely like at loss. Like, he doesn't know what to do. Like, the one person he cared about most in the world, he lost right before his eyes. So and then when after he gets wrecked, he's not dead. His body is like sent to like these like somewhere else, and while he's there, he meets the legendary hero himself, Raiden. Raiden doesn't train him necessarily, but he teaches him like a new technique. And then the main character's friends, they're busy fighting. They don't know what they're doing what they can. They're doing what they can. They're fighting some more. And then the villains, we had the Dark Lord Zayden, who was Raiden's other half. We have Star, who was like, she's like a hothead. We have I forgot the dude's name, but he's like just bloodthirsty. His powers are like the power, not necessarily illusions, but he can kind of, well, they are illusions, but the illusions can become real and that kind of thing. Like, some illusions are fake, other illusions are real, and he can like make you see your darkest fears and live your nightmares, that kind of thing. So they're fighting. Main character's name's Kyo. Kyo returns. They have an intense battle, and eventually things start happening. Remember, I told you Zayden's subordinates all had wills of their own. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. I tell you, Urza, it's like, you can see it's telling you, it's all my passion. I just love it. I just love it. I try to make it as developed as I can. Like I told you, the thoughts can come into my head easily. It's also the matter of the thoughts come to my head easily. It's just the matter of writing it out, which can be a problem. But sometimes I manage. I do what I do. Like, alright, because like usually if it's not the story I come up first, it's the characters that come up first, and then I'll just figure out what to do with them from there. But as I said, I remember I told you Zayden's subordinates that they created all have minds of their own, and that is where it all goes down. That honestly leads to his downfall, because Star betrays him. She has no interest. Like, I gotta figure out why she betrays them. Star betrays them. She kills one of them, and then the other guy, he fights Star and the rest of the heroes while Kyo's busy with Zayden. That fight will go on for a few chapters because it's gonna be a long fight. And then after that, the dude's gonna leave. He's gonna go to Zayden, and then he's gonna stab Zayden in the back, literally. And that's when he states that Zayden was foolish. He merely goes on to mock him for like, you're literally the ruler of all darkness. And the very fact that you couldn't see something like this coming is truly ironic, because you created us. We're literally fragments of your own soul, but your downfall was giving us wills of our own. So the thought of us betraying you should have happened. So after that, the dude reveals that the only reason why he wanted to resurrect him was not because he was his master. It was because he wanted his power for himself. And so after he stabs Zayden, he absorbs Zayden and takes all his power. And then that brings us to like the true final battle between him and our main character. And they have like an intense fight. And as they're fighting, the dude does like some petty stuff, and he friggin' puts himself inside of the body of Kyo's little sister, And Kyo, you know, starts hesitating because he's like, if he hurts him, he's hurting his sister in the process. He doesn't want to hurt her. So the dude mocks him for being weak, but his sister's able to like wake up. His sister's able to wake up, and she talks to her brother real quick, gives him some courage, motivation, tells him that it's fine, like do it. So he goes in, and he does it. He kills. And after that happens, you know, his sister is able to go, like a piece of her spirit is left. And that little piece of her gets to go to the spirit world with their parents, and this is in fact the first time she gets to be with them. So she's very happy to be with them. Tells her brother she loves him and that kind of thing. And of course, that will bring us to like a sequel. Not a sequel, but more so like mini chapters that I wanted to go with that, because like since he lost he literally has no one left in his family now. So I was gonna have him think of the term history repeats itself. 400 years ago, Raiden got corrupted by the negative energy almost and created like his evil counterpart. So therefore, Kyo becomes desperate. He wants his family back. So he starts looking for the 7 spirit gems by himself, doing whatever he can to get his hands on them, whether he has to hurt somebody or not. And upon doing this, negative energy is building up inside him, and it's going to corrupt him. So history is repeating itself, and he's gonna end up repeating the same incident that happened years ago if he doesn't stop. And it's up to his friends to like calm him down and like, dude, stop. But Kyo's all like, if you try to stop me, I won't hesitate to kill all of you. And it becomes like a fight between him and his friends. Come back if you need anything, no problem. Wait. Let's bring out the Messiah. Nah, Savannah. Let me stop. No. Oh, really? Levi, best boy. Lieutenant in the Scout Regiment, he leads the Special Operations Squad, nicknamed Levi Squad, that consists of hand-picked elite soldiers. His incredible skills in combat have earned him the title of humanity's strongest soldier. While others say that his power is equivalent to an entire brigade's, he has both a rude and high-strung attitude. But while he may lack in manners, he has a powerful sense of duty, and Erwin's faith in him is strong. He is also an extreme clean freak and feels the need to clean every nook and cranny of any outpost he inhabits. Levi's a mess. Dang. Alright, we gotta help Petra. Get on the horse. You know what? Whoa. Dang, you just died. That's awful. I could have saved you, but I was playing with the horse. Everybody just... Put my waifu down. Aaron and Monkey Boy. Whoa, whoa. You know what? Screw you. Ain't Aaron over here? Oh. He's right there. Well. Escort Aaron. Escort him where? They'll be able to survive. Get a move on then. What you don't say when you're at war. I know. I said I could have saved you, but I was playing with the horse. Oh snap. Yeet, get Levi'd. Is you good, my dude? Rekio knew the entire time. Okay, okay, clever. Interesting theories. I mean, you got some evidence. I mean, your theory got some evidence behind it. If you want to, like, I mean, you want to look at it at a, like, you know, that another kind of point of view. This kind of thing is his expertise. You know, I high-key love low-key, like how some characters, I love how like in characters in Danganronpa 1, most of the characters in Danganronpa 1 were always like, oh my god, someone's dead. Except for like Kyoko, Byakuya, and Celeste. They were like characters that were like perfectly okay with like, oh no, someone's dead. Then you had Danganronpa 2. Nagito was fine with it. Let's see, Nagito was fine with it. I'm trying to figure who else was calm in death. Does Gundam count? The Gundam seem calm with death? I don't know. I mean, sometimes he'd be like, what? Nah. Gundam would be low-key shook sometimes. And then in V3, darn near most of the characters are like, oh my god, someone's dead. Angie was like, ugh. Kokichi was like, oh no. Angie was like, oh me, oh my. Kokichi was like, oh my god. And then Korekiyo was like, oh dear. Oh me, oh my. I love that. True. Well, the truth will be revealed to you soon. You know what? I'll talk about it. I don't think I spoke about this one, but I will anyway. So this is another story I wrote. Well, I don't want to say wrote. More so, it was a story I wrote like back in sophomore year. Pretty much. But I didn't drop it. I kind of like forgot about it. Nah, let's not use the word forgot. Let's use the phrase put on the side. I put on the back burner. But pretty much, this story was pretty much about, it's an academy. An academy where people can train to become, you know, heroes. Not on some My Hero Academia type stuff. More, it's like on some, we're just legendary warriors. That kind of thing. We could become protectors of the world, similar to how Ruby is. Unknown passage between their labs. Their labs were high-key close. Their labs were low-key close. Like, their labs were like... Of course, the two creepiest characters get, like, creepy AF locations for their, labs. But with the story at this academy, you know, it's divided into classes. There's A class, which is like for the elite war with the elite fighters, B class, and then C class. Okay. Now there are how entrance exams for this academy. How entrance exams work is pretty much like if you want to get into this academy, you need to fight against someone in the A class. Yeah, that seems unfair, but it's like, how can you, like, it seems unfair. Like, why are you gonna bring a newbie against an elite? But it's to test your abilities, to see if you have what it takes. If you do well, and depending on how well you do fighting this elite fighter, it will allow you to, it will decide where you're at. If you're having a harsh time, you're getting Class C. If you do decent, you can get in Class B. If you do decent and get close to winning, Class B. But there are also like tournaments. The school also holds tournaments and stuff, and also other events to where you can fight somebody and maybe get like promoted to a higher class. There's also like rules. You can also, there are training segments, so like you fight somebody, but then like if there's someone you got beef with and you want to fight somebody, you cannot fight like another student one-on-one. Another like a sensei, so to speak. A sensei must be there to watch, to like make sure so like if nothing goes crazy and you don't kill each other, they can like jump in. Reiner Braun, a graduate of the 104th Cadet Corps where he was second in his year, only falling behind Mikasa, one of the few survivors of a Titan attack that befell his village in southeast Wall Maria. He believes that he will one day be able to return to his hometown together with Bertolt, another survivor. He is excellent at using omnidirectional mobility gear, and his physical strength is impressive as well. He also has a strong sense of responsibility as a soldier and is highly trusted by the other members of the 104th. Oh my god, Baka and Test My Hero Academia. Yes. Both amazing series. I love Baka and Test. I honestly need to rewatch. I honestly was high-key gonna rewatch that, but then I was like, not yet. It's not time yet. I love the anime. God bless my sister for making me watch that show. But so that's how it is. And honestly, Baka and Test is what gave me the whole idea of the A class, B class thing. Baka and Test gave me that idea. So we do that. So they're doing that, and at this academy there's an A class. Our main character is an A class student, and then his other friends are B class, and then only one is in C class. But even though he's in C class, he's not weak by any means. He's pretty strong. A teacher has to watch a battle. Yeah. So and then other members in the elite corps and the elite classes, we've got, let's do name. Main character Kyo, obviously. Like I told you before, I always put my OCs when they're mine. If whatever, my OCs always go in different stories. I always like, change their backgrounds, and sometimes I'll change their powers to incorporate them with the story well. And if I put them, like, for example, like in Naruto, they keep their personalities, but I change their backgrounds or whatever. I just do what I can. I don't want to make them seem like they're mostly copy and paste, but I still flesh them out well enough and change things about them. For example, okay, so the villain I use, his name's Chad, alright? He's the villain. And he's like the chaotic neutral character that you love so much. Alright, he's insane. But in this story, he plans to take control of the school. He wants to take control of the entire academy because he believes that this whole system of A, B, and C is pathetic. What he wants to do is he wants to get rid of all the C class students, and then B class students, he'll decide if they're worthy enough to stay or not. A class students, they already get to stay by default. So, story progresses with some characterization, and then he decides, and Chad also knows the headmaster. The headmaster of the academy is named Riku, and Riku has an assistant named Hiro, and they pretty much they keep things in check. Now everybody at the academy knows, they don't know, but they always notice that Chad and the headmaster Riku are pretty close. Not like in like a sense of friends or father slash son type thing. It's just like they're close because like they're always seen together, and it's kind of strange why they always seen together. Maybe they're distant. Maybe there's like a past of theirs, which of course there is. And you know, Chad's talking to Riku, and he comes up with an idea. Let's hold a tournament. That'd be fun. It's been a while since we had one. And so they throw a tournament. And during this tournament, oh wait, before I get there, there's one thing people know about Chad is that while he is in the A, no one knows how he got to A class, because no one's ever seen him fight. And whenever he is gonna fight somebody, Riku always shows up. He's like, no, do not fight them. You are not allowed. So it's like, why is he not allowed to fight? Is he just like, why is he not allowed to fight nobody? Like, he's like a special privileged student that just gets to sit in A class and not do anything? So, and eventually, of course, Chad's gonna fight somebody. And they just find out that he's got like incredible strength. He's super OP. He's crazy OP. His power's ridiculous. And so he wants to fight Kyo because he believes that Kyo is one of the few students that have what it takes to take him down in a fight. And he's like, if you want to save the school, take me down. So of course, during the tournament, he sabotages it and like puts the whole school in chaos. They have an intense fight. Chad fights Riku on the roof and that kind of thing. Tyler fights one of Chad's comrades, the female star, the one with the hot-headed temper. Her backstory is pretty much the fact that she's a very foul-mouthed. She's rude to no end. She's rude with a little tsundere side to her, but it doesn't come out. It doesn't come out until like much later in the story. And she her backstory for why she's so rude and why she's just like is because her backstory is that she used to have back a long time ago, she had two brothers. She grew up in a household with two older brothers. All right. And when they were kids, it was always like we fight. It's always like a fight, not like angry fights, more so like play fighting. So she had to be tough. Of course, sometimes there's some real fights here and there. Gotta be tough. But one day, her two brothers came home drunk, and they tried to, you know, do things to her. And she fought back, but injured them to a great deal. And the mother was like, "How could you do that to your brothers?" And then she was trying to tell her mom why she did it, but like her mom wouldn't listen, and mom didn't believe her. So, you know, and she got, you know, kicked out of the house, lived on her own. She lived on her own, kicked out of the house, and she was just like, and then when she got kicked out of the house, she had nowhere to go. And then there were various other creeps who came at her, and that kind of thing. And then typical like playboys had to get with her. But eventually she meets Chad, and Chad's like, "You can come stick around my place," because Chad lived by himself. And so she lived with him. First she was like, "Don't try anything slick," and he's like, "Wouldn't dream of it," and that kind of thing. So they have their little. That's why she sticks with him. So. And of course, eventually Tyler gets to her, talks to her for a little bit, and she becomes, you know, a good guy. She becomes a good guy, all that kind of stuff, and becomes a relationship with him. Tyler's the other OC character. He also has firepower. He also has fire magic. So then there's Miyu, who has a crush on Kyo. She has water magic. Like water and magic. Kyo, he's always using ice magic, because ice abilities are my favorite power. Period. But so Chad's fighting Riku on the roof, and that's when we get like a little backstory on them when they're on the roof. Pretty much Chad no, Riku found Chad. Like Riku found Chad abandoned, and he took him in, trained him, and he realized that Chad had incredible power. And he's like, if I'm gonna make this academy, I can't have you use that power against the students because you could seriously hurt somebody. So there's all that. An intense fight happens, and then, of course, once they defeat Chad, Chad is, you know, he's not expelled from the school or anything. He gets to stay, and eventually, like that whole arc is pretty much gonna be really short. It's gonna count as a prologue because they want to figure out, because Chad always said the elites should rule the school and this and that, but that's not really why he's doing all of this. There is another reason. There's a real reason for why he's so bent on like getting strong people in this school only. Because in the next arc after that, we get a new teacher, and we get a new teacher who's a woman, and Chad does not seem to like this woman very much. Like he just, like every time he looks at her, he gives her like this death glare. Okay, now for the majority of the first arc, we always see Chad as like a smug and cocky kind of person, but in this arc, he's gonna get way more characterization, cause this woman, he challenges her to a fight in front of a lot of people. Like there's a huge crowd watching. He challenges her to a fight, and in this fight, she utterly destroys him, which is like, whoa, that's impossible because he's so powerful. We struggle with him. The headmaster struggled with him. How could he have this kind of strength? How could she be so strong? So that's when they figure out that she whispers something to Chad. Well, not whispers, she pretty much says it out loud. She says, did you really think you could defeat your mother? And it's like, ooh, the reason why he hates her so much is because this is his mom. But she's not his real mom. She is not his real mom. She is his adoptive mother. Now, why does Chad hate her so much? It is because this woman is insane. Like, she is crazy. Like, when she went to the orphanage, like, eventually she explains what she wanted to do. Now, the powers that Chad has, she gave to him. But that was only a fraction of her own power. So the reason why he's so strong is because of her, which explains her own strength, because she's where that power originated from. So she tells Chad, "You wanna know why I adopted you? Like, do you wanna know why I adopted you?" So she tells him the reason why he adopted her. Now, she wanted to see. She went to the orphanage and saw Chad there. She saw just how happy he looked, how great, like she could just see the hope in his eyes, like how he wants to finally be adopted, be with a loving mother. She saw that smiling face and thought to herself, what would a young child like him look like if all their hope was turned to absolute misery? She only got, after she adopted him, she gave him love, nourishment, made him like he truly loved this woman. Like, she was the mom that he always wanted. Alright, she was a real mother to him. And then that's when she changes. She starts using like illusion magic on him and forces him to live these harsh and terrible nightmares, forces him to do like other things, forces him to kill, all that kind of stuff. She just makes him live a very cruel lifestyle and tortures him to no end, solely for her own amusement, just to break his spirit. Which goes in turn like how he became the way he was, like how he has like his own, because sometimes he'll have his own little psychotic moments of insanity and like just be truly cruel, and he'll torture other people in combat. It's all because of her. She messed up his mind. And then how did Chad get away from her? It's because after she gave him some of her power, he automatically just attacked her at random. And he thought he killed her, but nah, clearly he didn't. So he had in the back of his mind, he had a feeling that she was not dead. So he was trying to take control of the school, so that way he could form an entire elite team to where, like, if she does show up, I've got an army to take her down, because he knew he probably wouldn't be able to win by himself. So pretty much the whole prologue was him trying to... So pretty much the whole point of the prologue was for him to build an army to take care of his adoptive mother, who he just hates. Because she is a monster. Low-key, that kind of is why he's doing this. You see, because like I said, she truly messed up his mind, and he also, like, he's not like in all the other stories I have him in, he's just pure evil. Like, he's chaotic neutral, like we discussed. But yeah, he's like chaotic neutral. But in this story, he has like a side with morals to him. Like, he's actually a good person. He just doesn't admit it. Cause after he talks to Kyo, he only tells Kyo his true backstory and things like that. But there's some good to him, cause like there's actually, cause after he cause there's like a, with this story right here, the academy type thing, I was gonna have a side story to it, which is solely based on Chad's backstory. Like, it's him as a kid, and then, like, you know, dealing with his crazy behind mother and how he's just been suffering. And after he runs away, it was gonna incorporate what was his life like before he met Riku and started living with him. Cause like Chad has like a necklace, and this necklace was given to him by someone that he met. And here's how it is. As his mother would always like torture him and just abuse him, she'd always say this is her way. She always called it love. Like, she was like people express love in various ways. And you know, because first she was kind, and then she started being like, you know, I'm just gonna torture you. So that happens to him. And then during his time by himself, he meets a group of people, 2 people in fact. One's a young girl with a necklace on, and then a boy that and then the boy hates Chad. Okay, they just don't get along, and they fight sometimes, and eventually, as like time progresses, the girl gets a crush on Chad and doesn't say anything though, and Chad honestly doesn't notice either. He doesn't really notice. He doesn't notice, but he does peep that like the girl is kind of like keeps on trying to get close to him. So you know, after Chad fights the other girl's friend, the girl's friend, Chad loses, and then eventually he comes back for a rematch and uses the power that was bestowed upon him by his mother, beats the guy, kills him, in fact, kills him, and then the girl, you know, she doesn't know about this, and then when she sees Chad, you know, Chad talks to her, tells her what happened. I killed the dude. At first she shook, but then she shook and she keeps her distance away from him for a while, and then she comes back eventually and decides to confess her feelings. Like, she says that she's in love, that she loves Chad. She always has. And she says that when she looks in his eyes, she can sense, like, she can see that, like, I feel like there's like you're something, you're hurt by something. I don't know what your past was, but she'd like to hear about it. And Chad's like, I'm not gonna tell you that, and things like that. And she's saying things to him like, no matter how bad it was, like, I'll always, like, she confessed her feelings, so she'll say things like, I'll still love you regardless. I want to make you happy. I don't want to see this hurt look that's hidden deep in your eyes. And hearing her say things like love made Chad get a flashback to his mother, and he was remembering how, like, the only love that he pretty much that he knew of, the first love he got was fake. Alright, that was fake. He believed that that love that his mom gave him at first was fake, and then that the torture he experienced was real love. Now remember, this whole flashback is him as a kid still. So he believes that when you tell someone you love them, you're just like making their lives truly miserable. So he doesn't want to. So he doesn't believe this girl, doesn't trust her either. So after she says she loves him, he starts snapping. He doesn't believe her. Starts calling her things, and then he suddenly stabs her. All right, he stabs her, and then as she's slowly dying, she looks at him, and she's not even mad. Like, she's not even mad. She's shocked that this happened, but she's not mad. You know. And she smiles at him. And she kind of, like, understands. Like, after this happens, she sees it. She's like, someone hurt you. Someone truly hurt you. Like someone truly hurt you, and you never felt real love. Is that it? And, you know, she's slowly dying. She doesn't say anything. And then she just dies, you know, in front of him. He takes her necklace and keeps it, because after he calms down, he starts reflecting on what would have happened if I saw what her meaning of love was. Like, he wanted to know what was her meaning of love, but it's too late now. So he keeps that necklace as a reminder of what he did that day. And then, of course, after he tells that, they go fight his mother. He and Kyo tag team. They fight his mother. Stuff happens. And as they're winning, of course, I'm gonna give Chad the final blow, because this was his enemy from the beginning. So Chad gets the final blow, and, like, I don't know if I'll have him do it or not, but, like, every time his mother tormented him, she was always like, I love you. So I was gonna have Chad say things like, I love you too, that kind of thing. Like, before he kills her, he says, I love you. Shut up. Alright, one more mission. Oh no, did you leave? Oh no, you didn't leave. Yeah, chaotic neutral just turned chaotic good. Yeah, so you pretty much, so you can pretty much, like, as I'm so like, yeah, you're pretty much seeing it. Like, I try my best to take my writing as seriously as I can. Oh snap, no. One day I hope to be able to write something people will call a masterpiece. Give me that. Thank you. Thank you. Means a lot hearing that. Thank you very much. No, fight him. Are they dead? Okay. Let him go. Ha! Punk. Oh man, I remember I was in middle school, and like me and some online friends, we all had did this thing together. So pretty much what we all did where was each of us would pick one or two characters that we all liked, and we would all, and pretty much the whole premise of it was that we were all high school friends, of course. Characters I chose were Rin Okumura, Blue Exorcist, and Honey Senpai, Ouran High School Host Club. I chose those characters. My other friend, he chose... Who did he choose? He chose Gohan, Dragon Ball Z. And then our other friend, she chose Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. No, did I have Rin? Yeah. Yes, I did. So yeah, I had Rin and Honey Senpai. My one friend, he also had Rin, and that was it. So I was pretty much the only person with two people because I was greedy. No. Now I remember. No, I lied. I took that back. I remember now. I had it mixed up. I had Kirito and Honey Senpai. My one friend had Rin, and then the other one had Gohan, and the other girl had Trunks. So in this story, it was pretty much, it was a fun thing we did. I was mad it was so short, but pretty much what it was a story of all of us high school friends, and each chapter was passed on to somebody else. Like for example, one person got to do chapter 1, and then the next day, well not the next day, but the next person got to do the other chapter. Shit. It was so fun. Damn it. And with that story, it was fun because like we all got to like have fun with it. We sometimes we'd even put each other in like some weird situations. Because I remember when it was my friend's turn. It was her turn to do the chapter. It was her turn to write it, and we were all having a sleepover. Okay, us were there. All our crushes were there at the sleepover. And it was cold, it was snowing. And while it was snowing, friggin' Kirito wanted some to drink. Everyone had hot chocolate. So my friend, she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. I actually liked it. I was like, okay girl, make me sexy. So what happened was, it was a thing. Kirito wanted some. I had hot chocolate for myself, and Kirito was like, I want a drink. So my friend, this was her chapter. She made me, like, Kirito said he wanted a drink, so I pulled Kirito close, and then I had the hot chocolate, and I was giving it to him. You know, I was drinking it, I was making him drink it, and then it got to the point where like I was probably giving him too much, and you know, it was just like starting to flow from his mouth, and then so like I licked the rest from it, and then, you know, kissed him and took some of it from his mouth. I was like, okay, that's kinky, I like that. And then it was my turn to do a chapter. We all did truth or dare. Everyone, it was spin the bottle, truth or dare, pretty much. Like whatever, when the bottle lands on you, you have to do it's truth or dare. And I finished it, and then it was my friend's turn, and he was like, "Okay, you giving me the power?" All right. We just made our dares so insane. Like the girl, she had to um go in the kitchen, take off her shirt, and come back with like whipped cream all over her body. And Trunks got super embarrassed because he had a crush on her. Everyone pretty much had a crush on each other. I was like, awesome. It was too fun. We gotta have fun with that. I was saving. Of course. Turning the tables can be difficult. Your morals start to fall the more tired you are. You are so true. Alright. But anyway, that was fun. We slayed Titans, saved humanity. One step closer to learn the truth. Levi looks so dead inside. I'm sorry. But anyway, yes. Did another just relaxing. I know, Kings to realize we were testing their minds. Yeah, it was fun. That was really fun. It was a really fun thing we did. But yes, so anyway, we did some stuff. Trial. Not a trial, think of something else. We did Kids and Titans, one step closer to saving humanity. But yeah. Now most people are probably like, why are you taking so long to do freaking story modes? Listen. I want to chill first. I want to chill. Like, can a boy not have some fun? But don't worry, we'll do them. I promise. I'm not gonna like. I promise. I just want to have fun. But yes, we learned some facts about me. Talked about stories. I'm glad you liked them. That was nice. Made theories. It's time for us to see. Well, for you to see, really. I don't know what'll happen, but if you decide to watch some more of the trial before you go back to bed, I don't know if you even will, since you recently woke up. But whatever, you probably got some energy left. If you do try to watch the trial, of course, I want to hear your thoughts for it tomorrow. And will I be back with another fun stream tomorrow? Yes, I'll be back with a fun stream tomorrow. We're gonna go back to the I was gonna do some island mode today on Danganronpa 2, but I was like, nah, do Titans instead. Tomorrow will be another fun chill stream. That's all it'll be. So expect that. Expect that, okay? But anyway, without further ado, I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night, please.